welcome everyone to the home of the Golden Bears in Berkeley in California Memorial Stadium. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Boston College Eagles, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the California Golden Bears. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. Boston College lined up, ready to kick off and get things going. And he takes this from inside the 5. He gets a block. Dynamic on kick returns, and that one puts his offense in business. So the Cal Golden Bears offense makes its way onto the field to open this game. And it was a rough showing last week, and it all started with the quarterback, Jesse.
Yeah, he looked lost in that last game out. I thought the defense did a really good job of confusing him, mixing up their looks and their pressure. So no different today. The defense obviously watched the film, and they're going to come out and they're going to try to do the exact same thing and get this guy rattled. So this quarterback, he has to know what to expect early in this one, David.
If I'm his offensive coordinator, I want to get started off on the right foot, man. Get the ground game going, make it easy, because last week was such a disaster. We want to turn the page. We need some confidence. We need some good mojo. First drive, we need something good to happen early so we can forget about that last week.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
That's caught. It's Penn. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. As you watch how a season unfolds and you get off to a good start like these guys have in ACC play, that momentum can really be powerful.
Oh, 100%. The momentum, the confidence. Like, you go from starting the season and saying, we want to be great in these areas, and now you're starting to see it, starting to pile up some conference wins. Now, Jesse, getting to the middle of the season, and you got to continue to evolve, right, and be ready for some of these rivalries.
No doubt about it. And I think they also like the fact that they've got some guys stepping up and making plays consistently. It's one thing to do it off in non-conference play against weaker competition early in the year, but now that you're into the meat of your ACC schedule, they've got guys on both sides of the ball that they can count on week in, week out.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Davis looking to pass. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. It's third and goal and a long way from the end zone. Gonna look downfield again. He's got it on the run. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Golden Bears!
What a nice job by the offense. First drive of the game, they matriculated down the field, put themselves in a goal-to-go situation on third down. It's not going to be easy throwing it, but they win the matchup. Accurate throw, they get paid.
Boston College, 0.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Boston College's offense will go to work for the first time today. And they're going to have to contend with a secondary that is one of the best in the nation, Jesse.
And they're a complete secondary, too. When you watch them on film, they're very good defending the pass and coverage, and they can play man and zone. But I like them, David, because they're not afraid to put their face in the fan. Everybody in the back end likes to tackle and likes to be physical. That's what makes them special.
Yeah, and it's just an elite group in the back end. Multiple guys that win their individual matchups, which makes it hard to run offense. And this is a group that, yes, they tackle well, they see the football well, they break on it well. You better worry about the ground game. You better get some kind of deception going against this secondary.
Second down, they'll go to the air. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
And you don't want to see this trend continue. Last week he was sacked 4 times. The offensive line, this offense as a whole, needs to get in better situations, get rid of the football faster, and not keep getting their quarterback hit.
Just gets rid of it before the Heat. And this is going to be incomplete on third. Boston College lining up to punt this one away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He gets the first one off, and he was busier than he hoped in that loss last week, being called on 5 times. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. Already a a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Off the play fake on first down. Throws to the wideout. Incomplete, and he threw that one up for grabs and into traffic. Fortunate to get it back.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Complete to the right. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll try the counter. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
And after a successful run like that on first down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and potentially taking a shot. Because even if it's incomplete now on second, you only have a short amount of yards to go here on third.
And the Golden Bears come to the line on third and short, looking to keep this drive moving. On third and short, they'll ride the running back here. Across the 25, he's got room. Knocked out of bounds. They're in the red zone. Mark it at the 17, and they are set up.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy on the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
Trying to cap this drive with the pass. It's complete to the left. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
You know, and that's why this guy can play first, second, and third down. You've already seen him earlier in the drive rip off some nice runs, but he can catch the football as well. And they're going to find ways to get him going in all sorts of ways, but you're seeing it specifically on this drive.
Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
As a head coach, you love it when your quarterback is locked in early. Opening drive, throws a touchdown pass. Really nice throw on that last play. Here in the second drive, he's firing on all cylinders. You can tell this guy did his homework coming into this game, and right now it's paying off.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
I'll be honest, that is a formation and a play call I was never expecting to see in this game. This offense is one of the top 10 passing units in the entire country. I'm surprised they even have goal line in their playbook. What are we doing?
They lost ground on first down, now second and goal from the 5. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds.
And the offense, they don't choose to go downhill, be physical. They try to get it on the perimeter. Stay away from some of those defensive linemen, but you could tell DBs, linebackers, not scared. Nice job playing fast, trusting their eyes, and forcing a third down.
On third and goal, they'll try to throw it in. Touchdown, Cal! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. And the extra point makes it 14-0.
And I love finding the big fella down in the red zone. Third and goal. You got to make something happen down here. Throw it up high. Let the big fella make you look really good as a quarterback. Love finding those big guys down here in the red zone.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Complete on the comeback. He's across the 30 and out of bounds at the 31-yard line.
Really good offenses are able to attack short. You've got to be able to attack the whole field to make you honor that underneath part, then the intermediate part, and then you take shots down the field. This will loosen up some shots for later in the game.
Oh, they're after him. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down. Boston College will send out the punt team. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He'll field the punt and try to get some yardage. Really Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. Cal gets it back, the sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. And he put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. And he just chucks it into the 4th row.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throwaway.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Davis will throw. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Got a man. It's Ferguson. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. The Golden Bears come to the line with a new set of downs. Wide receiver going in motion. Looking to throw on first down. Caught in the backfield. It's Penn. And he's brought down after a nice gain. They built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision.
He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, Golden Bears! No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in Week 6. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these 2 guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these 2 guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
Intercepted. Man, they just can't get anything going.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Off play action on first down. It falls incomplete, and we'll change ends of the field to get things started back up. That's the end of the period, and Cal is on top. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. Now to see if they can answer this early blitz here in the 2nd quarter. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They'll run play action. Under fire. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
This QB has had a lot of success all day long, throwing for so many touchdowns, looking very comfortable. Finally, the defense gets to him. Finally, the defense gets a win. They needed something to go their way. Got to start getting some more hits on this guy.
Now facing a 3rd and long from the 50-yard line. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Davis looking to pass. Snagged in the middle. It's Penn. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
And I like the execution by this defense, understanding where the first down marker is. Let him throw the ball short, come up, get him on the ground, forcing a 4th down. Decision time for this offense.
And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Makes the grab.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
And the Golden Bears have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. After the incompletion on 2nd down, it's 3rd and inches. On 3rd and short, the power run here. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down.
And that's what I love about this offense, man. They run the football and get 1st downs. They throw the football and get 1st down. So much balance. That's why they're the #2 offense in all of college football getting 1st downs. They are so hard to defend.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Here's the pressure. The goal. Bears have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Back to pass. Fires to the wideout. It's complete.
QBs and wide receivers spend all offseason together throwing the football in air. I mean, really developing that chemistry and timing. Understanding, I get man coverage, I'm throwing this to you right now.
And that'll not only be a 1st down, it'll be 1st and goal from the 7.
Well, as a defense, you know this is going to be a challenge every time you face this offense. They're one of the 25 best in the nation at getting 1st downs because they can pick them up in a variety of ways, including running the football. You have got to be physical when facing up against this offense.
They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive.
This is the area of the field defensively. It really doesn't matter what they've done to get here. You got to bow up, try to force the field goal. Nice job on 1st down and goal, getting them tackled to the ground.
Davis will throw. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Never a good time for a turnover, but it always seems a little worse when you're about to knock on the door of the end zone.
No doubt about it. And it's this area of the field, Reese, where your execution really has to be great. Because down in the red zone, the windows to throw into it for a quarterback, they're smaller and they close a lot quicker. So you really have to be on the same page as your wide receiver. And that time, the offensive QB simply went out.
He's got it on the right. And that defense is all over that one. No room to run after the catch. Boston College wants to play fast. Shotgun snap on 3rd down. Unloads to the wideout. That's caught. It's Bolden. Really nice job to get it past the sticks, pick up the 1st down at the 30. And the Golden Eagles come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. In a less than stellar start in ACC play, now the mission is to try to keep this season from going down the drain.
Yeah, and you got to find new ways to motivate. You came to the season, you're probably like, hey, listen, we want to be ACC champs, and that dream is probably gone, but let's refocus, right? Jesse, it's really fun to be that team in the middle towards the...
And here's a fumble way behind the line. Scoops it up, still a live ball. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Back to throw, it's Graves. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Looking downfield on first down. On target to the left. Touchdown, Cal! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Well, this thing's turning into a rout, and it's turning into a rout quickly. Really nice job by the offense there, but it's not just them. Their defense is getting it done. Their special teams are getting it done, and it just feels like they're really feeding off of this home crowd and their energy. This has been the definition of home field advantage in this football game.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. On the snap, it's Bolden. Wildcat look didn't get much. Picked up a few on that one. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Looking to fire. Oh, it's a pass. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Third down coming.
Third down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. From the gun, wants to pass. He's not afraid to go deep. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. Ran right through the defender, and now he's still running. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. He wants to take the top off. And it falls incomplete, and the offense is lucky to have it. Defender right there almost had it in his grasp.
Well, the offense taking a shot after getting the takeaway. They're in what's called the fringe area. It's not quite the red zone, but it's a good spot to throw posts, to throw goes, to throw deep corner routes, smash routes. And that's
Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. Got it. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Golden Bear.
really nice job working the route, getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, it's gone final in a huge top 25 showdown. Here's how it went down. Pittsburgh looked like a bunch of world beaters today in a stern-to-stem beatdown. I think a lot of people forget this program won 5 national titles last century. A rich tradition and a sparkling performance today. One team will rise in the ACC standings while the other is going to sink like a stone. The harsh reality of college football when conference foes face off, fellas.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Looking to throw, it's Graves. Get it out to the supersonic guy. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Second down, they'll go to the air. Under pressure, and down he goes. is at the 33. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Sets up the screen. At midfield, he's got room. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down, they've got it at the 40. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Rushes on him. The offense burns his 3rd and final timeout of the half. This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's 2nd and long. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Pressure coming. He's going to take off. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Out of the shotgun on 3rd down. Got it in the middle, it's Hurley. They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20. This will likely be the last play of the half. And he gets to the line quickly and spikes it, saves a little time, and they'll have a chance to put a 3-spot on the board before halftime. And here on 2nd down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break. They pick the spot. It's going to be about a 37-yard attempt. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. And they'll put 3 on the board, but the deficit remains huge.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Davis looking to pass. He wants to go deep. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. BC has the ball back, hoping for a party in the mods. Got blown out in the first half and now just desperate to find anything to generate momentum here in the 3rd quarter.
It just starts with one play, though. You just need one thing to go right for this offense to start to build that momentum, and then that becomes infectious for the defense, for special teams. Everything can change. It just takes one play.
It really can, and it's so strange, and you can't quantify it, and I don't know how to describe it as a coach or as a player, but you got to make something happen, and it's got to start on this drive.
Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Gets the back moving. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. He couldn't find anywhere to go, and now it's 4th down. Boston College lining up to punt this one away. They'll look to pin him deep. Nestles it in at the 35. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on it. The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. Bunch formation for these receivers. Use the play fake, now to throw. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front 7 on defense, it's going to be tough.
And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally
breaks into the open. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
All alone, he's got it. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8.
Well, this defense is going to have to find a way to start mixing up their coverages. They're in a tough spot. They're down right now, so most people would think the opponent would be running the ball, but when you've had the success these guys have had throwing it, you're going to see more shot plays. You better change your looks up to try and get a takeaway to get back in this game.
Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Trying to find the end zone. Touchdown, Cal! The offense cashing it in on that drive. He has been surgical, precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for it. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
Buys just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. Looking for a man, it's Graves. Bringing the heat. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. The Golden Eagles now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Boston College will send out the punt team. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. Cal gets it back. The sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. To the air on 1st down. Firing to the right, complete. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
I like the mitts, the big fella coming in with the catch. Hey, running a little bit of a route, showing a little wiggle, getting open, throwing the football. That's when he catch it, big fella.
Making side adjustments here. Back to pass on 2nd down. He's got him. They run him out of bounds. He gets it to the 47. It's 3rd down, and they have to get it to the 42 to move the sticks. From the gun, wants to pass. He makes the grab. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22. And the Golden Bears getting set on 1st and 10. Motion from the wide receiver. Davis will throw. Caught in the backfield, it's Penn. So now it's 2nd and long. The play action fake. Throws to the tight end. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands. Let's see what they've dialed up on 3rd and long from the 22. He'll set up to throw. Here comes the heat. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. Right down the boulevard. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. They'll move the wide receiver. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Makes the grab. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the 1st down. Tight end now in motion. Going to take a shot on 2nd and short. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover. Offense working from the pistol.
Those are hard for offensive linemen when they get beat and you're going, no, look out for your blind side, watch out. But they had a great job rushing the quarterback, getting him on the ground and getting the football out, a little extra bonus. Nice job by the defense getting nasty.
The Golden Bears trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. The touch pass goes absolutely nowhere, knocked down for a loss.
If you're going to try a push pass here on 1st down by the goal line, you've really got to get great blocking. You can't allow penetration, and the offense wasn't able to do that. Look at the defense on that last play. They were able to get in the backfield. They make a tackle on a speedy wide receiver.
Touchdown, Golden Bears! Fit it in the window for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking downfield, it's Graves. Finds a little space. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short game there and still plenty of ground to cover for the 1st down. They'll throw on 3rd and short. It's complete on the right side. At the 45 on its way. They make the stop, but barely, and they might need to regroup as we have come to the end of the 3rd quarter. And talk about spreading the ball around, everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the 1st down. Going with the counter play here. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Well, that last play is basically a microcosm of what today has been like for this offense. Just nothing happening. Not physical enough at the point of attack. They're being swarmed. They haven't had the balance necessary to win this game, and that's why they find themselves trailing late.
To the air on 2nd down. Makes the catch. Oh, he's got some space. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped. Boston College putting together a very efficient drive. From the gun. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
And for quarterbacks throwing the ball down this close to the goal line, because there's so many bodies in such a small space, oftentimes routes take a little bit longer to develop, and it forces quarterbacks to have to hold on to it a little bit longer. That's the risk and danger with throwing the ball so close to the goal line. You might get sacked.
Caught over the middle. It's Barlow. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long. Back to throw, it's Spartans. Touchdown, Eagles! Quick strike through the air for the score.
I think it's a good sign for coaches to see that their team is still fighting, and they're getting blown out in this game. Nothing has gone their offense's way. They've been outmatched, but here in the 4th quarter, you like to see guys competing. You like to see guys still trying to fight, because as a coach, you want to know the next time you take the field which guys you can depend on and what you can build off of.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He's got great speed. He found some really good running room on that one and just about got loose. As it is, good return to set up the drive. The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. Bunch formation for these receivers. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. Or will they dial up on second, and a long way to go. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Grabbed over the middle. It's Ferguson. Good pickup there as he gets the first down. They'll mark him at the 48.
Well, he was putting up big numbers coming into this one. We knew the quarterback was going to go his way early and often. And with that last catch, he's now got over 500 yards receiving on the year.
Off play action. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yard.
Going for it all. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
No big surprise there, right? You're throwing to a guy that already has 3 touchdown catches in the game, so take another shot. Every time he has looked his way, good things have happened, and that's one of the very few times in this game so far where they have not been able to hook up.
Clock is under 4 minutes as they come to the line for second down. Pulls and fires complete to the right. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. And the Golden Bears racing to the line in the hurry-up. Davis looking to pass. That third down pass was coming in hot before it fell to the ground.
I like the execution by this defense. Nice job, situational football, right? Like understanding where the sticks are. You probably know they're going to pass the football in this down. Great job breaking on the football when the quarterback throws it and forcing the incompletion.
That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. BC has it back, and the Eagle offense returns to the field. They'll start this drive going to the air. And he just threw that one away. Safe move, didn't see anything, lived to play another play. Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Pocket breaking down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They go to the ground. He showed off a few moves, but not enough to get away from all of those defenders as they stop him for a loss.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front 7 has dominated this entire game.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. He's got an open man. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30. And the Golden Eagles are flying down the field. He'll do it himself. There he goes. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. This defense might be reeling after those last 2 and now facing 1st and goal. Got his man on the right. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
They're trying to throw the screen out to the receiver. The defense, though, having none of that. They are just too physical, they're too fast, and they force a negative play.
The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup.
All right, so now you're in this third down situation close to the goal line, and it just feels, David, like they're going to have to throw the football in order to score a touchdown here. I like maybe trying to get the quarterback outside on the perimeter and give him a run-pass option.
I like that, too. Getting the quarterback on the move. And here's the thing. If I get close and I get stopped, it's fourth down. Fourth down means go for it. That's all that means now today in college football.
Now on fourth down, they'll try to come away with 3. Dead center perfect. I wouldn't say they cut into the deficit. They sort of microscopically edged off the deficit. Still a mountain to climb. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Cal gets it back. The sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. Guys, that last trip, a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, and I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards. The tempo and all the stuff they do, it was a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack, get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game.
This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down.
I feel like this guy's having one of those games. It happens maybe once in your life.
And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day. They'll send the back in motion. To the air, it's Sparks. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Looking to fire. A little screen to the running back. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. It'll be third and long.
Third down coming.
From the gun, wants to pass. Got it in the middle, it's Barlow. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. Boston College lining up to punt this one away. And that is just a spectacular punt, and he will pin them in the shadow of their own goalpost inside the 5. They are stuck deep in their own territory and trying to get out, opening the drive from their own 3. He uncorks one deep. Another interception. That's his 4th of the day. Made a defender miss. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
Obviously, this game hasn't gone the way they would have liked, but coaches are always looking for positive moments and things that you can build on. How about that young man going out, getting an interception? Yeah, they're being blown out. They're probably not going to win this football game, but that is the type of play that as a coaching staff you can build on for next week's game.
Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. I'm sorry you're unlikely to win today, but here's a fabulous parting gift, a late touchdown.
Well, it's good to finally see this offense have a little bit of success because that has not been the case in this game. Nothing has gone their way. They keep shooting themselves in the foot. You know, guys, coaches are always trying to find things to build on, and this is at least something late in this game, scoring that touchdown that hopefully helps build their confidence the next time they take the field.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. Third and long. Ball's at the 25. He might want another play. Davis will throw. Makes the grab. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
And this defense continuing to struggle with the passing game. Listen, these offenses are so sophisticated nowadays. They're hard to stop, man. And it's a new one every single week. And I say this game, this defense underperformed. They're better than what they've shown. They've gotten torched today. And this is a tape that they're going to want to burn and never watch again.
The Golden Bears will snap it on 1st and 10. Complete in the middle. Timeout call by the offense. 24 seconds left on the clock. Now on first down from the 43-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
Now facing a third and long.
And how about that? The mindset of the offensive coordinator. You got a really big lead. You're sitting really pretty, but I think this is just about rubbing your nose in.
Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. And that makes 5 interceptions in this one. The nightmare is alive. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business. Timeout is called with just a single second left.
Timeout, California.
One more play to pad the stats. Dropping back, it's Sparks. Going over the top. Intercepted deep in his own end. And he is brought to the ground, and that's how we'll wrap this one up. This is what an elite team does. They know they're better. They go out, they take the figurative sledgehammer and hit them right between the eyes.
And they just look good in every phase of the game. If I'm on the coaching staff, I don't know